We're not here to talk about the real world. Brian and I are permanently stuck in the Series 65, 66 fantasy land. When you guys pass the exams, you get to go back to the real world. And Brian and I are still stuck in the Series 65, 66 fantasy land. We only are talking about the test and how to pass the test. We're not attorneys. We don't give legal advice. So how the real world at your firm works is meaningless to what Brian and I are doing in terms of trying to help people pass. Now that I've said that, let's read it again. This really happened. It sounds like a fishing story. We used to say in the Marines, this ain't no shit. My team has 110 million assets under management, so it's federally registered II. Now, I like already, Jared, you've cleaned that up substantially. Now, Brian and I know we're talking about your firm, which is a federally registered IA. New client, one new client in a new state. Yeah, we just told you that. If you were an IAR of a federally registered investment advisor and you have no place of business, we said you don't have to register. That's what we said. That's testable. All right. The IAR did have to register. Well, no, not if they don't have a place of business on the test. Does the FA, the financial advisor, there's no term on the test called FA. It's an IA or an agent. You work at Merrill. All right. So now remember, the House requirement can always be more stringent. If Merrill wants to register in the state, they certainly can. But let's talk about the test. Merrill Lynch Asset Management, not Merrill Lynch, the broker-dealer, is certainly a federally covered investment advisor because that's way over 110 million. So the question is, do you, as a federally covered an investment advisor up at Merrill, now we have all the facts, have to register in a state? The answer is no, unless you have a place of business. If you have no place of business in that state, you are not going to have to register for the test. Now, in the real world, who knows that?